The ethos of kind of everything we do at RPM Steak is we want the best product on earth. And we will stop at no lengths to find the best product on earth, whether that be travel to Japan to find beef that we find particularly special, or seek out the best dry aged beef in the country, or the highest grade cuts you can get all throughout the world. We try as hard as we can to work with single farmers and get as close to the animals as we possibly can, which naturally led us to a trip to Japan, which is known for having an incredible tradition of over hundreds of years of, practices and how they take care of things. We went to multiple prefectures to see multiple different animals, different farms, and how they're each treated differently, and we landed on Sendai. As you kind of drive through Miyagi to get to Kawaguchi Farm, you just notice this absolute pristine farmland. They're known for growing the best rice in all of Japan. There's a gorgeous lake that's an animal sanctuary that's right next door. So kind of everything around you is well maintained. The animals are in great health. It's a third generation farm, and these are all things that kind of drew us to this product. And it all comes out in the end because 80% of their animals are BMS 10 or higher. Wagyu beef in Japan is graded on an A scale as well as a BMS scale. The A5 scale is the yield you're going to get off of it, and the BMS scale, or the beef marbling score, is how much fat is in the animal. So an A5 BMS 12 would be the cream of the crop, the best of the best when it comes to those standards. We went on this trip not really knowing what we would find, and we were so blown away by the product at Kawaguchi Farm that we had to put it on our menu. We take both traditional and atypical approaches to Wagyu, whether that be cooking something that's sliced very thinly on a hot stone as you would see in Japan, or whether that be cooking a large steak like you would see in a normal Midwestern steakhouse. We love the balance between both and what that provides to the guest. We cook our Wagyu over hardwood charcoal, which is pretty traditional as you would see in Japan. The best thing about Wagyu beef is that it's got a much lower melting point. So it's going to eat so much more unctuous than prime beef normally would, and it's something that if you haven't experienced it, I highly recommend. And that brings us back to why we wanted to seek out the best beef on earth, is to give our guests something they've never had before.